Hey, what's going on, guys? Radio Graffiti here, and today I want to talk to you guys about Hawkeye Episode 3. Now, I am going to be going into spoilers here, obviously, because how the hell am I supposed to talk about a TV episode if I don't talk about what's actually in it? So, if you have not seen the episode, you may not want to listen to this yet. With that being said, here we go. So, yeah, Wilson Fisk is definitely going to be in the show, right? Looks like we got a lot to look forward to in this show. We still got Yelena, who's supposed to show up, and then we got Wilson Fisk, apparently, because I'm 100% sure that that is his hand.
Maya.
I know that little scoff anywhere. That little voice he did, that's Kingpin right there. Vincent D'Onofrio is back. Guess all the rumors were true. I just hope they don't make him look stupid. I heard they're supposed to have him in some kind of CGI fat suit or something like that. I hope they don't do that. That's gonna look really stupid. But yeah, as far as the actual episode goes, I really enjoyed it. It was nice seeing Clint Barton very vulnerable. They remind you that he's just a human Avenger. He's not like Thor or Iron Man or all of them. Which Iron Man is a human, but he's far beyond like a regular human. Like this dude has a whole metal suit of armor. You know, Clint Barton is just a regular guy, so you know, he has problems, he has a hearing aid, and then it gets destroyed, and then he can't hear until he gets it fixed. Which I really like that part of the episode. It made our hero feel very vulnerable, and he had to rely on Kate Bishop for help the whole episode, basically. After that happens, and the long shot and the little car chase, I thought that was all pretty well done. Some of it was kind of questionable, because it's like, how can he shoot a giant arrow at a car, and then it just blows up the car, it doesn't murder anybody in there? I'm pretty sure all those people would have been dead. But it was still nice to see Kate Bishop playing around with the arrows. She doesn't know what the next arrow is going to do, and he kind of gives her a little tip on what it's going to do, and then she just kind of fires it and sees what happens. I thought that was pretty fun and entertaining. That was, you know, stuff like that's just fun, seeing Kate Bishop still getting the hangs of being a hero, seeing her being a superhero. So I really like that stuff. It was really nice when Clint's son calls him and he can't hear what he's saying, so Kate Bishop writes down basically what he's saying, and then Clint kind of responds to it. I thought that was a really sweet moment, and it kind of builds up the relationship between Kate and Clint Barton. So I thought that was really well done. The show's doing a really good job of having Kate and Clint have a good connection together, because as we all know, more than likely Kate Bishop is going to be taking over for Hawkeye in the MCU, which so far I'm fine with, because Clint Barton's been a pretty stout character up to this point. But they're doing some interesting stuff with him. So far I'd have to say Hawkeye, I know we only got like maybe 3 episodes left. So far it's probably my favorite MCU show right now. Because like WandaVision, it kind of fell off at the end. WandaVision was still good though. I'd say this show's still in competition with WandaVision. You gotta see how the next 3 episodes go. I really enjoyed Loki too, but I don't know, I felt really like it was just dragging a lot. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that was just very boring. And I didn't watch What If. So far Hawkeye's one of my favorite of the MCU shows so far. We'll see if it is able to surpass WandaVision. If they pull off Kingpin well enough, then they will be able to surpass WandaVision. But none of these shows hold a single candle to Daredevil, unfortunately. The fight scenes in here were cool, but they weren't Daredevil. They weren't that great. Like the action in here's a standard, you know, bodyguard just stands around waits to get hit kind of thing, and how you have Kate Bishop, who's supposed to be like a little teenage girl, she's over here beating up these fucking grown-ass men with guns and shit. You know, that kind of dumb thing that you usually see in movies and comics and shit like that. You kind of gotta just roll with stuff like that, because it happens a lot in the comics as well, in movies and TV shows. I mean, hell, Robin can go beat up grown-ass men with guns, so that's just kind of been a thing with comics for a long time, so I didn't really mind that much. It was also nice to see the Pym article, even if it is kind of questionable how it didn't blow up that vehicle. It is nice to see it in the episode, because it just kind of came out of nowhere. I'm glad that they can have little small connections like that without having to go too big. It felt pretty natural. But yeah, I'm excited to see where episode 4 goes. Maybe we'll finally get to see Kingpin or Yelena. But even if we don't, I'm sure it'll still be a good episode. But yeah, what did you guys think about episode 4? Are you looking forward to seeing Kingpin? Are you worried they're gonna fuck him over? Because I mean, it is Disney. Hell, look what they did with Ronan. Apparently Ronan killed Echo's dad, and more likely isn't gonna be Clint that was wearing the costume. They're probably gonna have it be somebody else, because, you know, we can't have an Avenger murder somebody's father, as sympathetic as that is. Even if he isn't maybe the best of guys or whatever, still, they're not gonna have him go murder somebody. So he's gonna be looked at in a bad light. We can't have that on Disney Plus. Oh no. It'd be so much more interesting if that was actually Clint Barton that murdered Echo's father. I hope they don't try to retcon it with some stupid bullshit, which they likely will. It'd be much more interesting to have a hero who actually is flawed and does some bad shit sometimes, even if they do realize they fucked up. It's good to see a character flaw, which is something a lot of MCU characters are missing nowadays. They have no fucking character flaws at all. That's what makes characters feel human, is when they feel vulnerable, when they feel like they've done fucked up things. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys on episode 4. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next week.